Hey you guys, this is Stacia and it's time for a training game. Let's go ahead and do 1510. Hopefully the chess.com server won't let us down today, but you never know. I'm actually over 1800, so today we defend our 1800 rating. I don't care if I get a draw, but I do not want to lose. I want to stay above 1800. I think my highest, actually I don't know what my highest is, maybe 1830 or something like that. So we're gonna really try to get to 1900. Let's go e4. Limitless chess. Okay, I could play the trap line, but I'm gonna play a real. I've been studying the Panov attack a lot, so I'm very happy to see this actually. Maybe I can put what I learned to use this game. Let's see. Okay, they should be going d5 immediately, because what else? Not sure why they're not moving. It's kind of weird. Well, this might not be a real game. Guess we have to wait and see. Let's check out their profile while we're waiting for them to make a move. So I've never played them. Oh no, they joined 19 days ago. I usually don't like to see that. Because it's less likely to be like legitimate. Oh wow, so they're okay, there's wins and losses and stuff. I guess it might be someone's like their second account or something like that. I have to admit, I do have a second account myself, but it's a tough world out there. And everyone, so you don't necessarily want everyone to see the openings and stuff you're working on. Okay, I'm just gonna go knight c3 here. Okay, e6. Okay, now the main move here is bishop to b4. g6, that seems weird. That's inconsistent. All right, so I have to think about how I want to handle this now. They weakened all their dark squares. Taking is probably what my coach would say to do. He like yelled at me for not doing this. Shout out to Livio. Wonder if Calvin would also yell at me for this. So I'm probably gonna take it. I mean, if they take back, we both have an isolated pawn, and yeah, I think it's got to be correct. Now they can take with a knight. If they do that, no, they take with a pawn. Okay, so now we both have an isolated pawn. Bishop d3 doesn't make as much sense to me anymore, because we're kind of just aimed at this. And I don't really want to get pinned. It feels really slow to play h3. But then again, I think the character of the position has changed a little bit. We both have an isolated pawn. I don't have to keep the initiative anymore, necessarily. It's not as important. So I think I'm going to throw in this move h3 and go from there. Because I'm kind of tempted to play bishop e2. Okay, they develop. Okay, now I want to... I could check them, but it's just going to facilitate trades. We could pin that knight, actually. What about queen b3? It's kind of interesting. We put pressure here and there. I'm definitely going to play knight e5 at some point. Maybe knight, yeah. I think I'm going to go bishop e2 and castle. I think I like the bishop here because maybe knight e5, we go here and apply pressure that way on the pawn. So they castled. Although I could have stopped this diagonal. I could have stopped the bishop coming here, which is also not a bad idea. So I regret that move a little bit, but that's okay. I was thinking we pin now. But let's castle first. I'm clearly not castling the other way. I think it's good to, you know, make the moves you know you're going to play and keep the other pieces flexible. Okay, so they're attacking the pawn. We've got two protectors on it. They've got a knight and a bishop on it. That's it. I wonder if we have anything like this. Actually, we might. That could be annoying, which makes me want to play bishop f4. We even played h3, so it makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's just the opening. I gotta remember that. Play more like blitz in the opening. It's hard for me not to indulge. I love chess too much, you guys. I can't help it. I just want to stare and think about everything. Okay. Anyway, let's stay focused. I want to win this. What do I think they will do? I think rook e8 makes some sense. Just put the rook on an open file. I'll probably go rook e1. In that case, I think bishop f5 also makes a great deal of sense. But I feel like I do have the option of knight b5 in there. It's possible I could do that. And then he goes rook c8. Yeah, it's not as great. If the rook was on e8, I would have that threat. I don't know. We're here and there. Attack the rook. Yeah, they actually stopped it. Sometimes I feel like they can see my arrows. I don't think they can, but... Okay, so... I don't think they're going for b5. I don't think so. I think they're literally stopping our pieces. Maybe they didn't like rook e8, bishop there. Okay, there's a lot of stuff they may not have liked. So I do feel rook e1's the way to go now. So I'm just going to play it, I think. Okay, and they jump in. Interesting. So that opens up the latent potential of the bishop. Also, there's a knight in my house now. Extra attacker on the pawn. So I still can go knight e5 though, because I will literally block it. So I might actually do that one. Rook c1's also a move, I feel. 95. If he takes, I just might take with a pawn there. Maybe. 95 takes. No, I probably would take with a bishop, actually. And trade bishops. That would be good. If he goes f6, I'm happy about the weaknesses. You know, also that a6 move opens up ideas like this. Knight a4 to jump in there. I kind of like the idea of knight e5. Blocking that bishop a bit. If they take, I'm actually the one that's more developed. It opens up the bishop f3 idea. So if I do this and they take everything, like take, and take, am I cool with that? Could push a pawn there, but then I win the knight. Okay. I think I am going to play this move. I like the idea that I can kick away the knight if I absolutely need to. I don't want to play f3. It looks very weakening, but also bishop f3 is an option. Could take and play against the backwards pawn. It's also possible. Wow, they actually took that. That's kind of interesting. I thought I would take with a bishop here. I could take with a pawn, though. It's just that my bishop would be blocked then. Do I want that? But then I don't have an isolated pawn anymore, which would be a long-term advantage. But like rook e8, they attack it. I'm going to get that possibly either way if they do take with the bishop. If they take with the bishop, though, I think I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know, my intuition says take this way, so I'm just going to do it. And now they could play f6 and attack the bishop, but that just looks horrible. So I don't think that is a problem. And if they want to take, we do not have an isolated pawn anymore, and it's possible I could play f4 and like sort of fortify that pawn. So considering that, and then I still want to go rook c1. I like rook c1 in general just to get off the diagonal with the bishop, but we have challenged that diagonal, so it doesn't mean as much anymore. They took. Okay. Well, I obviously have to take. I'm not going to just lose a bishop. Okay, they're hitting f7. It's interesting. All right, so the obvious move is knight takes e4. If they take back with the queen, I mean, I have discoveries there. If they play bishop takes h3, I laugh and play knight g3. If they take with a pawn, I'm better coordinated. I don't know. I can just play bishop f1 and be like, okay. I think I probably will do that. So I gotta take that. Just feels like the overwhelming correct move. There wasn't really another way to defend, I don't think. I guess there's queen d4, but what if queen d4 is good? I don't know. It just makes more sense to me, though. Get rid of that knight. That knight was quite strong. I mean, I could play bishop g4 to move. Then I'm threatening to take on e4. They could take my bishop. I take with a pawn. Rook d8 is coming. Just want to have a look around for a minute. Bishop f1 might be a better move, actually. I'm kind of like asking them to sacrifice in that line. But I think if they do take, the bishop on f1, you know, has everything covered. I'm not really scared of getting mated there at all. And we can start applying pressure to e4. Does have weak dark squares. They're not fully coordinated either. I think a bishop f1, they could go like bishop f5 and just be solid, I guess. It's possible. But then I could go g3. I think I like bishop f1. So we're going to follow Ben Feingold's rule. Always play bishop f1 and see what that does for us. But I realize in this position, I don't have to play for the initiative. Queen f5. What is that? They're just attacking my pawn, I guess. Okay. They're moving their pieces around a lot, so. Queen d5 makes sense to me now. Queen d5 just makes so much sense. Do they have any threat that I'm missing? I mean, on e3, we just take it with the rook. I really like queen d5. Rook d8's not even a move. We're attacking the pawn. We're stopping the bishop from developing easily. They might go bishop f5. If they go bishop f5, I was considering this move. I guess they could go there, but we take. They could also take here. Queen d5, bishop f5. There's even g3. g3 is possible. Okay, I'm playing this move. It just looks too good. Yeah, of course I'm low on time. Like, why wouldn't I be? Okay, let's focus. Not my strong suit. I'm attacking e4. I'm kind of expecting bishop f5 here. Still not afraid of sex. Maybe a plan is just double on the e-file, win that pawn. If we win it and they don't win ours, then we also defend our pawn. So that doesn't seem like the worst plan to me. But there's more open files as well. We could go for pressure on f7. My queen's kind of doing everything from d5. So we'll have a lot of options. I don't have to take on b7. I actually don't think I will. Probably activate more. Or play g3. You know, g3 maybe is a bad idea because they will go queen f3. Well, then we go bishop g2. So, yeah, it's probably fine. It's got to be... Actually, that's really good, right? Bishop g2, we just win the pawn back. Win the pawn on e4. So, yeah, I do like g3. See, I just find, like, when the bishop's on f1, g3 becomes a much better move because h3 is protected. You have bishop g2 options. So that's looking good. Okay, I'm threatening rook takes d4. I mean, that's why I feel like they have to play bishop f5 here. But I'm not sure they're going to do that. Yeah, so what happens if they play bishop f5, I go g3? Where's that queen going to go? I mean, that queen's like getting short on squares, right? Getting pretty short on squares. So they did that one. So I should probably just take the pawn. It's the most obvious move. I mean, don't need to think about that. Doubling on the e-file could be useful if I can push e6 at some point. So do they want to trade queens? That's a question. I think so because their queen had no good moves. Like, the good moves are out. Okay, I'm not getting pinned or forked. Okay, I don't think so. Yeah, so they want to do that. Okay, that's fine. You can do that. It's fine. Now the question is, do I want to double on the e-file or do I want to play rook d4 with tempo and double on the d-file? Because they will attack my pawn. Pretty sure about that. They can take a2 if I move away. I feel like I should just attack the bishop. I'm a pawn up. Here. Let's say they go there. I mean, what if I just double? I think I'd be willing to let them go after the pawn because we can go rook d7, bishop c4, and pressure that. That seems like good play to me. So we're going to do this. Okay, now it's time to not... wow, isn't that a huge blunder? That's a pin. You're attacked twice. Game over. If you don't like that, I can attack you another time. Yeah, it's game over, you guys. I think that's it. Can they take on g2? I mean, I'll just take d8. Yeah, they moved the bishop. I'm taking on d8. There's no doubt. Yep. Game over. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy about that, but I don't feel my opponent played very well. Let's just tell them thank you for the game. And I'll give them a thumbs up because they didn't do anything bad. That's good enough for me. They don't do anything mean. I'm happy. All right, so low standards over here. All right, let's just do game review. I am curious about the opening, but I feel like they just played it wrong. Like, I kind of get the feeling that this player is not really 1700 because they didn't play the opening correctly, and then they kind of like, they played sort of aggressive, but it wasn't like actual good moves. So sorry if they're watching this. Okay, so yeah, right here, G6 is not a move. Yeah, which is what I thought, because if you're going to play G6, you play it much earlier, like right here. Yeah, and this pawn stays here because you're not sure if you're going to push it to E6. I mean, that's a bit weakening. Yeah, and against that, that's actually a very challenging system against the Panov. It's probably the most challenging one that I'm aware of. I even fear that more than the sharp theoretical line, because I know that one pretty well. But like, let's just say they go bishop G7. We go queen B3. This is the way I play it. Castle. Yeah, and now I am aware of this idea because I saw Artemeyev play this way, I believe. Bishop E2. The idea is we're going to put the bishop on F3 and we're going to put the knight on E2. Kind of an interesting idea to protect the D5 pawn. So we're going to stubbornly hold on to it, which is not a normal Panov attack, right? So they go here because they want to collect the pawn, and then bishop F3. Knight B6, knight G to E2, bishop G4. Bishop G4. Okay, I wasn't aware of that move, but I guess take. It does open up the bishop. And then A4. Wow. Well, knights on B6 and G6 are subject to rook pawn pushes. I learned that from John Bartholomew. All right, so that would be the normal way to play that. And instead they oops, I didn't go back far enough. Instead they played E6, then G6. And I'm guessing white is +1 or +1.5. Okay, okay, not quite as much as I thought. But still, I was close. Okay, so I take. Yeah, so my coach berated me for not taking this pawn. He said, what he said to me was very instructive. He said, why play C4 if you're not going to take on D5? That is what he said. So that means I'm playing C4 to attack the center pawn on D5. Like, I kind of didn't realize that. Like, yeah, I am doing that. It's just that I'm usually okay with them taking because I want to take with my bishop. But like in my game from the Cardinal Open, you may have seen it on my channel, I played this move like bishop D3, and I was like, okay, if he wants to take, I actually wanted my bishop on C4 to help me play D5. And it actually, that was not a good idea at all. So he berated me for that. No, I'm just kidding. He just corrected me. No one yells at me. Don't worry. I'm not being abused. Okay. So in this game, though, they take with a pawn. That was a bit surprising. I thought they should take with a knight. I mean, at least here I have an isolated pawn. And G6 is often a useful move. So I think it was a little too early, but whatever. It says H3 is a miss. Okay, I looked at this check. What's so great about it? Oh, I kind of see now. We have 95. Like if they go here, we have 95, right? Yeah. Okay, I should be seeing that. I actually thought they go here, though. This is what I thought they do. Now, if they go there, it's still good for us. We take, Okay, I thought, why not take with the queen? Isn't that fine? What's wrong with this? Take, and it says castle, and we're +3. They're too slow. They're too slow. We're threatening rook e1. They're not ready for it. Wow, it's really hard to block. Wow. That is cool. Like if here, rook e1. That's annoying. They have to go like king f8. That's clearly an advantage for white. Wow. Okay, I did not navigate all that. I think I didn't even look at what happens if I take the bishop. I didn't realize I could just castle and I'm faster. So now we know why they don't play g6. See, this kind of stuff is really interesting to me. Yeah, and h3 is way too slow. We're actually way ahead in development here. Yeah, I should be paying attention to this much more closely. This is a good instructive moment for me. They have one piece out and they've gone g6. So we should just rapidly develop. This check is actually quite disturbing. Because if they go here, we can just simply take. Doesn't matter how they take back, really. The bishop belongs on g7, but after we castle, we're threatening rook e1 check. So normally you would play like bishop e7 right now and then castle. But then g6 is just terrible. So yeah, I like all this. I mean, they probably, I don't know. The computer probably hates this. It does. It says knight e5. Ooh, yeah, and we take the queen too. Oh my gosh, this is getting really bad. Because now we get this move for free. That's why it's called the tempo move. Because black can't castle now. They have to respond to us. Wow. Okay, that was really instructive. I'm kind of upset I didn't even think about that. Instead, I was just worried about the pin. That seems kind of pointless. Okay, anyway. So I let them go bishop g7. Yeah, I need to think more concretely. I was thinking in terms of like opening formations that I know and opening lines that I've seen. That is not useful. I need to think about chess. I need to think about development. Where do my pieces belong? And just calculate a few moves in the future, like if my opponent falls behind in development. I do that sometimes, but I did not do that here. I should be doing it every time, I think. Okay, so they jump their knight in. It seems early, right? It seems a little early. The computer does like it. Okay, I want to turn this off, actually. Yeah, I thought taking with the bishop has to be correct. This way looked iffy to me. Let's see what the computer, see what the computer says about it. Yeah, this is different. Now queen h4 is like more of a thing. It's kind of annoying. Tax that, tax that. Defending on g7 is not what we want, so I'd probably have to go. Yeah, computer says g3. I would feel really weird playing that move. I mean, wouldn't they take? I guess they can't. I'm not sure why not. Oh, maybe because, no, we don't have that. Why? So first we take the knight. It's a development thing again. Too early. Tax too early. Bishop f1. Yeah. Okay. So this was right. Okay, let's turn this back off. Yeah, this did not scare me. I just had a feeling it was wrong. So, missed win? Oh no. Okay, let's find the missed win. It says, it already gives us the, does it give us the answer? Please don't give us the answer. Missed win. I mean, we've got to protect f2, don't we? I was thinking about queen to d4. I wonder if that is a thing. It does pin the knight. It protects f2. What do you think? It is best. Centralizes the queen, protects e5. It does so much stuff. But I mean, mostly like it just punishes what they just did, because this attack's not going to work out now. They could try something desperate, like maybe like sacrifice or something, but I don't believe it. We could even just take. If they want to take with the queen, they are going to hang that. That can't be good. So actually they should just bring a rook in, computer says. Yeah, because they're not fully developed. But if you just bring a rook in, then why'd you sacrifice, right? Like, so that doesn't work. Oops. Wow, so I had two very good moves that I missed. So that's really unfortunate. And now I'm only slightly better. Yeah, it's mostly equal. Always play bishop f1. It's not even listed by the computer. I did think about this move. I thought they would take. I thought I was kind of helping them here. Computer says trade everything because their pawn is hanging. And if they defend it, we take first, defending it. Yeah, that makes sense. But what about this? Probably we push. Yeah, we push past it. Okay. I feel like that's something I'm capable of seeing, but I did not. Okay. Okay, that's the best move. At least I found that. That's best. At least I found that. Take. Yeah, and then we won easily. Yeah, the end was kind of a very simple. My opponent just blundered, basically. That's the story of this game. I had two chances to play much better, punishing some missteps in the opening. Even though I missed them, my opponent just blunders out of nowhere and I win. So pin and win, I guess. I'm not that happy with the game, though. I feel like I was missing some stuff that I should be thinking about. So, all right. Anyway, I hope you have a good one. And I am happy to be 1814. So I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.